Hey, Cornerstone family. I hope you are doing well. I hope you have all of the necessities that you need at this point, and maybe hopefully that you didn't have to go to the store today. It was chaotic. We live in unique days. It feels like the whole world is trying to stop or prepare to stop. Universities, local schools are shutting down. The entire sports industry is being put on hold. Other sister churches are closing, canceling services. Entire aisles at the store are empty. Hopefully, none of you are in need of toilet paper anytime soon. And everyone has an opinion on the validity or the severity of the moment. I was at the grocery store today, and my checker had a very clear opinion on all what we should be doing. I'm sure each of us has those opinions. I've seen some of your social media posts, so I know you have differing opinions. As church leaders, we've been somewhat compelled to make decisions revolving around not only the disease itself, but the unique and dramatic responses to the potential of this disease. And in striving to shepherd our church family well, we've made decisions, and some of you have very kindly inquired into our reasons for such decisions. So let me just share a couple things this evening. Our decisions in no way are motivated by fear, but instead caution. The greatest result at this point would be that nothing happens. In fact, we can hope for that. We can pray for that. We have desired to gain insight from respectable sources, both in the medical field, theological field, pastors that we know, doctors in churches in our area. In large part, I think all the elders have avoided the news media, social media, which often are unhelpful at best and detrimental and harmful otherwise. Motivated by our desire to care well for our church family and our community, we decided to potentially err on the side of caution. There are precious people within our community, specifically our church family, who are much more susceptible to this disease, whether they be the very young or the old or those with compromised immune systems. We've been told that the disease spreads quicker. It appears to potentially have a higher mortality rate. And most importantly, there isn't a remedy at this point. I would personally prefer we err on the side of precaution and nothing happen, and then move ahead unfazed and unhindered and potentially hinder those we love and are attempting to care for. As well, we're striving to make wise decisions. We are attempting to seek the counsel of those most informed, and we're considering local and state decisions. We're fervently praying for wisdom, and we ask that you pray alongside of us. You may wonder why we had made the decision to not cancel on Thursday and then decided to cancel on Friday. And the primary determinant in that decision was the news that the virus had appeared in Sun Prairie, which is one of our church communities. And up to this point, to some degree, the disease seemed to be distant. But that reality definitely brought it closer to home. With that said, we want to meet together. I already miss not meeting tomorrow morning. I was really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to considering John 13 with you. I was really looking forward to singing our Christ-centered songs alongside of you after a week like we've had. I really wanted to sing with you this week, and I miss that we're not going to be able to do that. So then we desire to once again meet together as soon as possible. We just aren't sure when that will be. Some area churches have chosen to cancel all their services for the next few weeks or so. We've decided, due to the size of our church, to make a decision a week at a time, or until that decision is much clearer in some way. So since we are uncertain as to what to expect in the following weeks, we are doing a few things. One, we're trying to figure out how to do online services, and this video is part of that, which is a little weird as I talk to myself in my office. But we're striving to do that, and I think we've figured that out. Two, we desire to put in place a method in which we can care for our church family, any needs they may have, or our local community if needs arise. So if someone is in need of food, the ability for them to call and us get them something. If someone's in need of medicine, for us to go get it for them. If someone, whatever it might be, for them to have an outlet to connect with us and us care for them if need be. Third, we as well have organized care groups in the church. Now, we had some before, and with the change in elders, those need to be shifted. So with our newly organized elder team, we've organized care groups, and this has been put in place so that if necessary, hopefully it won't be, but if necessary, we could meet as smaller groups for a couple weeks and have the live service fed to those groups. That's one solution we're looking into. This week we're meeting as a leadership team to further develop and decide on what we should do as a church family, and we'll communicate those things to you as they develop. So then, we're not worried. We're not afraid. In fact, this is an opportunity for us to love one another, to serve other people, to serve each other, and to gloriously reflect God's love and our commitment and trust in His sovereign care. Pray for leadership, whether it's the government, whether it's school administration, whether it's local businesses affected by this, and yes, churches and pastors, as they decide how to move forward and navigate this unique situation. We are so thankful for all of you, and we pray that this unusual moment is short-lived. But if it is not, we look forward to walking through it with you. We do love you, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.